scan your face or scan your ID. Discord will soon be expanding quote-unquote teen safety protections worldwide. Worldwide. Lurkers, worldwide. It doesn't matter if you're in Russia, doesn't matter if you're in Ukraine, doesn't matter if you're in Western Europe or Eastern Europe, doesn't matter if you're in Southeast Asia, does not matter if you're in Korea or Taiwan. Everyone gets the boot. You got to verify your ID if Discord thinks you are a teenager. This post and this announcement did not go over all that well for Discord, evidently. So I made a post here as well. I really will not make Discord forget. And of course, the conspiracy theories around us, the conspiracy theories among us, which honestly, I question whether is it conspiracy theory or it's just inconvenient observation. The official story is that these 70,000 user ID photos have been hacked and stolen. That's the official announcement. But people are asking the question, was it really hacked and stolen, or was the information sold and Discord pretends it is hacked? Well, I don't know for sure, but let's just say quite a fair few people believe the second scenario as well. So Schlep made a whole bunch of posts, and of course no one was happy. Flork was not happy, Savvy was not happy, TeamSpeak Arrival, but no duh. Massive ratios all around. Massive ratios, okay? Element as well, a whole bunch of people recommending different alternatives to Discord. So that's that. That is that. Then we have this post, which was yesterday. Yup, yesterday. The official Discord. We have seen some questions about our age assurance update, and we want to share more clarity. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. We know how important these changes are to our community. I'm sure you do. Here's what we want you to know. Discord is not requiring everyone to complete a face scan or upload an ID to use Discord. Is that so? The vast majority of people can continue using Discord exactly as they do today without ever being asked to confirm their age. Is that so? You need to be an adult to access age-restricted experiences such as age-restricted servers and channels, or to modify certain safety settings. For the majority of adult users, we'll be able to confirm your age group using the information we already have. Your DMs are not safe. That's really the story. But of course, it's an open secret. No one believes that anything you say on Discord would not know. But the question is, if they already know, why force the ID and the face scannings in the mass scale? Discord already knows what you post. We use age prediction to determine with high confidence when a user is an adult. High confidence, is that right? Is that right? Is that right? High confidence, are you feeling confident right now, lurkers? Are you feeling confident right now? I just want one alternative to become popular enough it becomes an actual rival. I don't even need the alternative to become popular, because Discord overestimates its value. I use Discord for very simple reasons. To communicate with people in a somewhat closed doors setting and to voice chat with them if I have to. I do not need Discord to create some large public community. Everything I do in Discord is all behind closed doors. It's all private. I do not care about population. I really do not care about the population of a video game chatting ecosystem, because that's not the reason I use Discord for. That's what I use X for. That's what I use Facebook for. I do not use Discord for clout. I do not use Discord for exposure. I do not use Discord for population. I just need to have chats with people. I'll have chats over there. But even that being said, I want to find an alternative that has as many features as almost as many features as Discord. It doesn't need the stupid store. It does not need a stupid store. It does not need Nitro. I don't need Nitro. I don't need a store. I just need something that I can voice chat reliably with, and something that I can properly do text chat with people I'm working with. This allows many adults to access age-appropriate features without completing an explicit age check. As with everything AI related, we are not in a Type 1 civilization. Lurkers, we're not in a Type 1 civilization. And because we're not in a Type 1 civilization, AI is not good enough to assess people with even, let's not even say 90% efficacy, okay? Let's not even say 90%. 50%. 50% efficacy is the stretch. It's the gamble whether the AI works or not. When additional confirmation is required, we offer multiple privacy forward options to trusted partners. Privacy forward options. Facial scan. Facial scans never leave your device. Discord and our vendor partners never receive it. I want you to remember this, Lurkers. Lurkers, I want you to remember this. Lurkers, I want you to remember this. Remember this because I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something. Remember this especially. Facial scans never leave your device. Discord and our vendor partners never. Keep in mind the word never. Okay? That is a strong word. Never. That is an absolute term. IDs are used to get your age only and then deleted. So what happened to those 70,000? That was what you claimed last time when you implemented UK's stupid law. What happened to that? What happened then? IDs are used to get your age only and then deleted. Sure they are. Discord only receives your age that's in your identity is never associated with your account. Doesn't apply to those quote-unquote hackers that mysteriously receive 70,000 of UK's ID accounts and all of that really good stuff. Not like those. Privacy forward options to trusted partners. You keep saying that. How do I trust you? We can't even trust you, Discord. What makes you think we can trust you when you say these partners of yours are trusted? How does Discord use this data? According to them, okay? According to them. We only get your age from the ID verification process and an estimated age range from facial age recognition. We use this information for safety purposes. Oh yes, so safe, the 70,000. I will keep bringing up. You can't stop me from bringing it up. because it happened. It happened 4 months ago. How do we even... That's the problem. They tell you it's not happening. They tell you it's not happening. But they're not obligated to prove to you it's not happening. That's the problem with all of these corporations. All these so-called, your privacy is important corporations. They will tell you that they're not doing it, but they will not prove it to you that they're not doing it. That is a very important distinction. In other words, they could, quite realistically, lie to your face. Because why not? Why not? You can't prove it. You don't have access to their APIs. You don't have access to their servers. You don't have access to their codes. How are you going to prove it? That's the problem. Your words mean nothing, Discord. Remember this again. Remember the word never leaves your device, okay? I want you to remember this. I want you to remember this. These vendors are not involved in the September 2025 data breach of our customer service agent. I'm sure they're not. I'm sure they're not, unironically. Until it happens again, you really think, lurkers, as a matter of common sense, okay? Humans, let's just take it in general humanity. If you had a chance to get someone's face and someone's personal ID, even if you're going to use it for something as quote-unquote simple as getting an estimate of your age, do you really think that they will not hold on to as much information as they can? They already have it. That's the thing, they already have it. Do you really think they will willingly delete those information? The rest of the information is not relevant. I want you to remember this again. Okay? We're going to get into some very telling incidents, okay? Facial scans never leave your device. Discord and our vendor partners never receive it. Those are strong words, Discord. Those are very strong words. Very strong words indeed. Extremely strong. Because never means zero. Never is not a spectrum. Always and never are binaries. It should literally mean zero. Data is going to be sent to any entity. Zero IDs will be sent to any entities. Discord, you have to understand this word. You have to understand the word you are using. Whoever who is managing Discord's social media account, you have to understand precisely what word you're using. You didn't say hardly. You didn't say rarely. You said never. Exhibit 1. Let's zoom in on this. Okay? And we will read it together. We need some information to help us confirm your identity. By clicking the button below this button, begin verifying, you will consent to Persona. Remember this group, Persona, our vendor, collecting Discord's own words already. Discord's own words already screwed them over. Collecting, using and utilizing their service providers to process your biometric information to verify your identity fraud, and improve Persona's platform in accordance with its privacy policy. Your biometric information will be stored for no more than 7 days. What was it about the data that's not going to be stored? What was it about the data that was not going to be stored? Discord, remember, you said it was not going to be stored. Firstly, it was not going to be stored. And secondly, it was never going to leave your PC. Those were the two things they promised. And they lied twice. What is persona? Well, this is persona. The privacy policy of persona leads us to this. How we collect and use personal data to provide the service is from Persona's official website. Okay? This section describes the personal data we collect. Remember this word? Collect. How we use in order to provide service to our customers. Personal data means information that relates to an identifiable individual. You provide personal data to us. And that sounds a whole lot like giving your facial scans and giving your ID to a vendor. Facial scans never leave your device. Discord and our vendor partners never receive it. What is this? You provide personal data to us. That sounds a whole lot like the vendor receiving our data. Doesn't it, Lucas? Maybe I'm just schizo here. Maybe I'm paranoid. Maybe I am misinformed. Lucas, maybe I am misinformed. That sounds a whole lot like the vendor is receiving our information. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? At the direction of our customers so that our customer may verify your identity and or prevent fraud. In the course of performing the service, we may also obtain personal data from other sources such as a third-party database, government records, and other publicly available sources. The personal data we collect varies based on what you provide, what the customer has directed us to analyze, and what personal data is available from third parties. Discord uses KID. I don't know where you sourced that image, but it's probably fake. Data submitted to KID does not leave your device. Okay. That is good to know. But here's the problem. Here's a very big problem. I came prepared, Lucas. I came prepared. Of course, I wouldn't just believe a screen cap at face value unless I found something. And I did find something. And what a bounty I have found. Okay? 2 websites. One is from an industry-wide website called Biometrics Update. And the other one, to your right, is a screen cap of Discord's own FAQ from the horse's mouth about age verification. So what does it say? What does it say? Let's start with the left one. Discord offers clarification on age assurance as users search for alternatives. Age inference system will cover most users, but FAE and ID verification can confirm. The final note is further evidence of an emerging pain point in age assurance adoption. The conflation of age verification with identity verification. It underlines the privacy-preserving approach of its age check options, which, depending on jurisdiction, work through vendors including Persona. The word never has been broken. Let's say you do not believe this article. Literally, what article from a website called what? Biometricupdates.com. Okay, let's say biometric updates is a load of crap, a load of shit. They are lying, they are disinformation, misinformation, as some would call it, okay? How about we go to Discord's own website? Surely they will give you the facts. To the left side, the left link is the archive website, in case Discord gets rid of any mention of persona, in case. And the right side is the currently active link. Let's see what Discord says. Important. If you're located in UK, you may be part of an experiment where your information will be processed by an age assurance vendor persona. Not over yet. The information you submitted will be temporarily stored for up to 7 days. Up to 7 days and then deleted. For ID document verifications, all details are blurred except your photo and date of birth, blah 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 blah. So they claim. This note is important. This note is important. Some users in regions outside of UK and Australia may see these prompts. A few American accounts last year was struck with this age verification nonsense. That's the first one. And the second one, more relevantly for March, this coming March, is that there is a chance you will get your KID age verification, or you will get a persona verification. KID, according to them, according to Discord and according to KID, is apparently the client-side age verification solution, so they claim. But persona is the one that takes your information. Discord shot themselves in the foot. They shot themselves in the foot when they used this word. Never. Yes, I am obsessing over this word, but it is a very important word. I'm sure a lot of you will agree. Never is a very strong word, and I sure as hell wish I am not Discord's community manager right now, who runs the social media account. Is the use of that word in the social media a sue-worthy mistake? That is a good question. Misrepresentation. That's if you can prove misrepresentation. There are a few elements for that. Firstly, you have to prove. In this case, it's quite easy to prove that never is actually not never in reality. In other words, factually, Discord made an oopsie. Secondly, the Discord deliberately and intentionally used that word, despite knowing it's false. That is another important element. And thirdly, another important part. Did people continue to use Discord on the basis that Discord assured them they will never take their information? Those are just like the general elements. I do not profess to know enough to give a legal opinion, but I am sure if Andrew Esquire, a legal mindset, were to talk about this, he probably can give a bit more information on that. But seeing as how Discord didn't get sued despite their 70,000 data leak, I'm not holding my breath that people can sue Discord. The best you can do is to never spend nitro on Discord. Make them bleed.